Good afternoon. I trust that you're well. Live from Nairobi, Kenya. Time to bring you up to speed with live broadcast matters news in the world and from within the country and even beyond. My name is Moige, but first, the highlights. University of Nairobi students hit the streets over crippling delays in loan disbursements, leaving students battling to cover basic costs. Five suspects face charges in the killing of outspoken Molo community leader Richard Otieno.
It is hereby granted to the applicant to detain the respondents herein for a period of 21 days to enable the conclusion of the investigation.
Mombasa clinical officer faces rape charges after allegedly assaulting a dialysis patient under his care. And we start off the broadcast. A Nakuru Law Court has allowed 21 days to the prosecution and the Directorate of Criminal Investigation to investigate further on the murder case of Molo activist, that is Richard Otieno alias Molo President. This comes hours after the Directorate of Criminal Investigations made headway in the murder case by arresting 5 suspects. The suspects will remain in custody at the Kaptembo police station pending investigation, as the case will again be mentioned on the 24th of February 2024.
Your Honor, we are seeking for 30 days to enable us conclude the investigations into this matter. The investigations will involve collection of Safaricom data. We are yet to record statements of crucial witnesses. Post-mortem is also yet to be conducted. Or it has been conducted. We are awaiting samples that were taken to the government chemist analyst. We are yet to receive that report. Other crucial details like identification parade, fingerprinting are also yet to be done.
Important to be given enough time to investigate this matter and if possible arrest more suspects who might be involved in this matter. We are not taking into account that this is a public interest matter and there is a lot of false disappearances, Your Honor.
Leave is hereby granted to the applicant to detain the respondents herein for a period of 21 days to enable the conclusion of the investigation. 2, that the primary station for the respondents' detention shall be at Kaptembo police station, and leave is granted to the applicant to transfer the suspect to any other station as may be necessary, but this is limited to when need arises. Now, the suspects are entitled to visits by their relatives or counsel during the period of detention. The matter shall be mentioned for further directions before this court on the 24th of February 2020.
Still in the corridor of justice, Des Wabwile, a clinical officer at Pandya Hospital in Mombasa, has today been arraigned in Mombasa Law Courts for charges of sexual harassment to his dialysis patient on 31st January 2025. Wabwile is accused of rape and indecent contact on his patient on diverse dates between October last year and January this year. The accused person, however, denied all the charges, whereby Judge Alex Ethuku gave him a cash bill of 500,000 with a surety of the same amount. The case will again be mentioned on February 17, 2025 for a pre-trial.
On the 31st day of January this year, 2025, at around 5 a.m. at Pandya Hospital in Mvita sub-county within Mombasa, you intentionally and unlawfully caused your penis to penetrate the vagina of an adult 1 Margaret Tumaini Kahindi on the diverse dates between the month of October 2024 and 31st January 2025 at Pandya area in Mvita sub-county within Mombasa County. You intentionally and unlawfully touched the breasts and vagina of one Margaret Tumaini Kahindi with your hands.
We are deeply worried that there will be a likely chance of interference with the witnesses in the first instance if the bond is granted. So it is important that the probation officer is given an opportunity to actually carry out a background check.
This offense is one that is bailable, and considering the law and circumstances of the case, I will admit the accused person to a bond of 500,000 with one surety of similar amount. We will mention this matter on 17th of February before this court for pre-trial.
And now, in the country's capital, a section of University of Nairobi students took to the streets protesting delays in loan disbursements that they have left, which they say has left many struggling to cover essential academic and personal expenses. While expressing frustration over the prolonged wait for funds, the students had set their sight on the held premises at Anniversary Towers in their quest to demanding immediate action. However, police officers dispersed the protesting crowds. They have given the government an ultimatum of 7 days to address the mass delays.
Close to 10 students whom I was with on the streets received the help while we were on the streets. But do we have to protest to receive our funds? Can they just do their job? Because like personally, we don't like coming on the streets. It's not that we love being tear gassed or we love sweating. We have work to do.
The other day, State House has been renovated, and it's costed around 10 billion shillings. Yeah, sure. If they can just divert half of that money to the pockets of the comrades, comrades will be happy. There's no comrades will be in the streets. Comrades, power!
We are tired of fake promises. Comrades, power! It is today or today. We are giving the government up to Wednesday, failure to which we are going to storm the help officer again. Comrades, power!
A 7-member tribunal has cleared Environment and Land Court Judge Mohamed Nur Kulo, dismissing all allegations leveled against him, further recommending to President William Ruto to reinstate the judge. The tribunal found that most of the allegations were not proved.
Kumekuwa na hii challenge ya
Months of probing, Court of Appeal Judge Patrick Kiage-chaired tribunal on Monday handed over its report to President William Ruto, clearing the Environment and Land Court Judge Mohamed Nur Kulo, dismissing all the allegations leveled against him.
We therefore, Your Excellency, recommend that Your Excellency do reinstate the Honorable Judge to the office of Judge of the Environment and Land Court.
The tribunal in its report submitted to the President that most of the allegations were not proved and that some of the claims did not amount to gross misconduct or a breach of judicial code of conduct.
We find that the judge's conduct was not in breach of the Judicial Service Act Code of Conduct and Ethics Regulations 2020 and did not amount to gross misconduct contrary to Article 168(1)(b) and (e) of the Constitution.
The Kiage-led tribunal since March 2024 was probing allegations of delay in delivery of rulings and judgments, failure to give reasons for delay in delivery of rulings and judgments, delivery of rulings and judgments without issuing notices, incompetence, among others.
Allegation number 8 was not proved. The delay was explained and lack of ability and fitness, hence incompetence, was not established.
Receiving the report at State House Nairobi, President Ruto highlighted that the just concluded exercise confirms the balance of the law in accordance with the Constitution.
each and every one of us has a duty to ensure that we do with a lot of integrity that which is required of us by the law.
The tribunal's report come amid a mounting pressure for the Judicial Service Commission to act on allegations of corruption in the judiciary, with echoes to have the Chief Justice hounded out of office getting louder. Moige, TV47. And it is a reprieve for a section of Matatu owners in Nairobi after High Court issued orders directing the National Transport and Safety Authority, that is the NTSA, to release all impounded vehicles and return their confiscated registration plates. According to Justice Bahati Mwamuye, the decision by NTSA to remove number plates belonging to the Matatus was unconstitutional. The petitioners, through their lawyers Danstan Umari and Shadrach Wamboi, indicated that several Matatus have been unlawfully impounded and their number plates taken away by NTSA and traffic police officers.
Kumekuwa na hii challenge ya kutoa gari number plates ambayo imekuwa ni hasara kwetu sana as SACCOs and as well as investors. We have really tried to have an engagement with the NTSA and they are not really willing to have a conversation with us. And we feel it's not fair because of the kind of investment we have put in these vehicles. And our manyankas in terms of numbers, they constitute less than 0.5% of the entire vehicles in Nairobi. So I don't think we are nuisance in the transport sector because we have a niche, a population that really want to use the PSV.
Matatu culture imekeep watu wengi sana. Matatu culture is a source of income for a lot of people, for our young girls, our young men, a lot of people. So ikifika point enye like matatu culture will no longer be there, kutakuwa na a lot of lack of kutakuwa na employment for our people, and most of us will suffer when it comes to that, kwa sababu wengine.
That today we have received a court order from my Lord Justice Bahati Mwamuye, and has ordered that the National Transport Safety Authority, the NTSA, together with the traffic police officers, that they should act within the confines of the law.
The police and the NTSA impounded these vehicles since around November. Those vehicles are lying idle. Some at the police stations, some of these vehicles are at home, because you can't be on the Kenyan road minus a number plate.
Sports News. In the world of sports, Kenya's top shooter Master Ibrahim Ndongo won 2 gold medals during the IPSC Grand Rifle Shooting Championship that was held at Kirigiti Shooting Range in Kiambu County. Ndongo was the overall performance winner and was followed by Geoffrey Pesa, who won silver medal, as Jasmine Sayan settled for bronze. Ndongo used the championship to prepare for the Africa IDPA Championship, which will be held in Mombasa Bamburi Rifle Club this February. Extreme Euro Open in Czech Republic in June, and World Handgun Championship in South Africa in September. And he will also be participating together with his 16-year-old daughter Mariam Ibrahim. Meanwhile, in the ladies category, Agnes Moshiri won gold, whereby Sylvia Kenya went home with silver, and Husna Ramadhan finished the podium place with a bronze medal. And Chelsea will be on the hunt. My name is Moige William, much appreciative of your invaluable company. Do keep it TV47. Good afternoon.